Good day students, welcome to zoology class. Hope all of you are fine. Today I will start with the phylum Chordata of kingdom Animalia. I have already provided with you with the classification of phylum Chordata or the flow chart for the classification of phylum Chordata. Today we will study about the characters of Chordata at first. So what is chordate? Chordates are actually vertebrates which and they are higher animals, and chordates have certain characteristic features, and there are four main characteristic features of the phylum chordata. Number one is single dorsal nerve cord. So in chordates there is a presence of dorsal hollow nerve cord, and its anterior end, means the anterior end of the hollow nerve cord, it develops into brain, and the remaining part of the dorsal hollow nerve cord develops into spinal cord. So this is the first character of all the chordates. So second character is a dorsal rod of cartilage called the notochord. So there is a presence of notochord at some stage of life in all the chordates. It means the notochord is present at some stage in the life of all the chordate animals. So these are the two characters of chordates. Third one is presence of pharyngeal gill slits. So presence of paired pharyngeal gill slits at some stage of life is also the character of all the chordates. And the fourth character of phylum chordata is the presence of the tail, and the tail is present behind the anal opening, and tail is present in the phylum chordata in embryos in some cases, and in some cases it may be lost in adults. It may be present in embryos but it is lost in adults. So these are the four main characters of phylum chordata, that is the presence of single dorsal nerve cord, then there is the presence of notochord, third is the pharyngeal gill slits, and the fourth one is the presence of tail at any stage of life. So these are the main characters of the animals belonging to phylum chordata, and these characters they are present throughout their life or at one or the other stage of their life cycle. So you have to learn these four characters of phylum chordata. So these are the animals which belong to phylum chordata. Then I have already given you the flow chart for the classification of phylum chordata. So this is, I am again showing you the flow chart of classification of phylum chordata. So phylum chordata is basically divided into three subphylums: subphylum Urochordata, subphylum Cephalochordata, and subphylum Vertebrata. So these are the three subphylums of the phylum chordata, and today in this presentation we will discuss about the subphylum Urochordata at first, and then we will discuss about the subphylum Cephalochordata, and third subphylum which is Vertebrata, this we will take in our next presentation. So first of all, subphylum Urochordata. So Uro means tail, okay, so chorda means cord. So it means that in these animals of phylum chordata which belong to subphylum Urochordata, cord is notochord is present in the tail portion. So what are the characteristic features of Urochordata? It is that a notochord, it occurs in larva and is confined to tail portion only. So in urochordates, notochord is confined to only tail portion, and moreover it occurs in larval stage of their life cycle. And adults have pharyngeal gill slits in case of phylum urochordata. And these urochordates, they have soft bag like unsegmented body, and this is covered by tunic or the test. So this is one of the example of subphylum urochordata, and this is Herdmania, and you see that it has a soft bag like body and it is covered on the outer side by a tunic, or it is known as the test. So this is one of the example of the subphylum urochordata. And these urochordates, they are exclusively marine animals. They are found in only marine water. So urochordata, the animals of urochordata, they live in sea. They are marine, and the main example I have already told you that it is Herdmania. So the main example of subphylum urochordata, it is Herdmania. So this is all about the subphylum urochordata. This is the first subphylum of phylum Chordata. Next comes the subphylum Cephalochordata. So Cephalochordata, so this is the second subphylum of phylum Chordata, and cephalo means head and chordata means cord. So they have a fish-like or segmented body. So these chordates which belong to subphylum Cephalochordata, they have a fish-like body and the body is segmented. These are the segments. So notochord, it runs entire length of the body from head to tail. That is why they are cephalochordates, because the notochord, it runs through the entire length of the body from head to tail. And there is hollow nerve cord without a distinct brain. So in these cephalochordates, hollow nerve cord is also present, but brain is not fully developed. It does not have distinct brain, and there are present numerous gill slits. So this is also the chordate character, and there is present post-anal tail. Here it is present post-anal tail, and it has no head and no limbs. So this is about the cephalochordata. And the example of cephalochordata, as you see in this picture, this is Amphioxus. The main example of cephalochordata, it is Amphioxus. So this is all about the subphylum Cephalochordata. So these are the first two subphylums of phylum Chordata. First is subphylum Urochordata and the second is subphylum Cephalochordata. Example of subphylum Urochordata is Herdmania, and example of Cephalochordata is Amphioxus. So you see that in these two subphylums there are certain chordate characters. And what are the main chordate characters? They are the presence of notochord, then dorsal hollow nerve cord, then pharyngeal gill slits, and last one is the presence of tail. These four characters, they are present in some stage or throughout the life cycle of these animals. So that is why these two type of animals, or these two groups of animals, they are included in phylum Chordata. So this is all about the two subphylums, Urochordata and Cephalochordata, and the third subphylum, which is subphylum Vertebrata, that we will take in our next presentation. So this is all about for today. I have already sent you study material about these two subphylums. You have to prepare notes, you have to learn them, revise them, and if you have any problem, you can discuss me on the WhatsApp group.